Hello friends, Intuitive Rene here, bringing you a daily tarot reading for today, the 1st of June 2021. Can you believe it? It's June already. It's just crazy. Today I am working with the Gregory Scott Tarot to bring us our daily guidance. Let's get straight into it and see what is the energies that we need to be aware of today. What is the forecast for the day ahead? The first card we have is the Ace of Cups. So Ace of Cups talks about new energy or new emotions coming into your life. You can see there that we have this cup standing on top of a waterfall, or it is part of the waterfall, and the waters is just running. The cup runneth over with love and with emotion and with happiness and with joy. The Ace of Cups talks about having an abundance of, but it also, if it's a person coming into your space, it's something positive, it's something new, it's something wonderful that's coming in. We need to understand that, the cup runneth over, which means that there is an abundance, which means that there is plenty. We also need to understand that emotions continue to run. It doesn't matter. There's nothing stopping it. There's nothing getting in the way. I do notice a couple of clouds in the background, okay, which means that there is potential for additional water, for additional rain, for additional falling from the sky. The waterfall is in, it shows that everything is just flowing, that there's no obstacles, there's nothing getting in the way. The energies and the emotions and everything is just flowing. So you're going to find things going quite well for you today. You're going to find that there's not too many things that get in the way and block you. But today we do need to be mindful of any new energies that come into your space, any new energies that come into your life, any new people that come into your life, and just celebrate and acknowledge. Okay, just be mindful and just be aware of, because it's definitely a positive sign, and it's definitely showing a lot of positive and a lot of new and a lot of good coming your way. Connected to that as well, if I can pick up the cards, I'm battling today. Okay. We have got the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is a really interesting card, especially in this particular tarot deck, because we've got the traditional little boat, and we've got the traditional where we've got the person who's getting in the boat and sort of saying, just take me away from where I am. I don't want to be here. I want to be anywhere else but here. And what's interesting is we've got all these little, I'm going to call them little scary characters, okay? So all of these little nightmare-ish creatures that are sort of tagging along, okay? So he's wanting to move away from agony, pain, hurt, betrayal, disappointment. Anything that's not working for him is what he's trying to move away from. So he's jumped into a little boat in the middle of the night during the full moon, and he's just going downstream, okay? Water again is representative of emotions, and he's like trying to sail away from the negative emotions and the things that have been causing him pain and discomfort in the past. But what he needs to understand is that the grass is not always greener on the other side, because that's what the Six of Swords is about. The Six of Swords is saying, well, I don't want to be here. I want to be anywhere but here. And with the hopes that anywhere but here is better than where we are. But what we need to understand is your worries, your stresses, and your anxieties often travel along with you, okay? Just when you think things are in the clear, just when you think, okay, well, I'm leaving, I'm moving away from, and I'm moving towards happiness, and I'm moving towards joy, and I'm moving towards abundance. But if you're taking all your stresses, worries, and anxieties with you, your destination and where you're going to end up is not going to be any better than what you left behind, is it? So today, as we're moving into June, I do think this reading is more applicable for the whole month of June as opposed to just today, because this certainly seems to be, I'm going to call it big energy. So there's a lot of emotional change that's going to come about. We are shifting and moving and wanting to move to other places. We want to leave the past behind. We want to leave the difficulties and the struggles behind us. But if we are taking all our worries with us, we're not going to achieve things that we actually want to and what's right there in front of us. Okay, let's have a look and see our last card. Oh gosh, I can't pick things up today. Okay, we've got Justice. So Justice is a very interesting card, because it's basically saying to you that you will be held accountable for your actions. So we've got to be aware of all this new energy that's coming through. We've got to be aware of how we respond to it, how we respond to it, and what we do. Are we running away? Are we running towards? Are we overreacting? Are we underreacting? How are we responding to all this new energy that's flowing? Because remember, this emotion that's flowing is quite strong. And Justice is basically saying to you, if you swallow the poison, you will die. It really is as simple as that. If you partake and you swallow poison, you can't expect to survive. And these people standing on watching are sort of looking at him going, well, what did you expect? You can't do things and not expect to be held accountable. So understand that you cannot run away from your problems. All right. And you also cannot escape them by taking poison in this particular case. We actually need to face our stuff head on, because what's going to happen here is he's going to get rushed off to hospital. He's going to get his tummy pumped, or whatever they do when you take an excess of drugs and alcohol. And he's still going to be okay. And he's still going to have to deal with his problems and his worries and his stresses and anxieties. The emotions will continue to flow. Nothing is going to stop the flow of emotions. The emotions will flow. They will continue to flow. You cannot run away. So rather deal with it, rather face it, rather acknowledge it, rather look at it head on and say, okay, who and what are you? How am I going to handle it? What am I going to do? So that we don't carry our stresses and our worries and our anxieties with us. Justice is saying to you, if you do good, you will attract good. If you do bad, you will attract bad. Okay? But justice is also saying to you that you will be held accountable for your actions. So don't run. Don't try and avoid. Don't try and run away. Rather, look at things straight on, look at things head on, and say, you know what? Let's process the emotion. Let's feel the feels. Let's feel the feelings. Let's deal with all of that so that we don't have to be held accountable for our actions. So, friends, interesting energies for the day for sure. But just focus on allowing new energy and just focus on allowing that, and be mindful of these two and make sure that we don't do these unnecessarily. Okay, we need to, this is our focus for the day. This is where we need to be putting our energy on any new experiences, new people, new situations, and new circumstances that may be coming in. Don't try and run away and avoid the things that you have been putting off for the longest time. Let's face it today. Let's deal with it today so that we can have that cup runneth over with positive emotions instead of all the negatives. All right. With love and blessings from our heart to yours. Take care.